forced out to his left. He's going to take off with it. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Rolling to his right. And now he's going to use his legs. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. Ball at the 6 here as they work with a 2nd and 2.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football. But how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando of this first half of action. Buying time to his left. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. From the gun, it's Wilson. Dancing to his left. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Looked at me like they adopted what my kindergarten teacher always said. If at first you don't succeed, try again.
End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Wilson connects with Tyler Lockett. And the Seahawks are able to cut into that deficit. Pete Carroll in that familiar hands-on knees pose. His guys will go for 2 here. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, full half to be played.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
For the Browns, good starting field position as they have it 1st and 10 at the 40. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a 1st down.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. On 1st and 10, Mayfield. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that is incomplete. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver. But it's going to be 2nd down.
Thus far, they've been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. Landry, the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
On 3rd down, Mayfield steps away to his left. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
Intended for Odell Beckham. Incomplete. It's 4th down.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. Now Wilson. Flush to his right. He's going to take off with it. He's got the first down and more. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the ball is knocked out. And this one will actually go out of bounds, so no recovery. And that is how we conclude this first half. An abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3.
Cody Parkey.
And how about this line out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. The Browns drive about to get started. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it. Be aggressive because I've got the Wild Bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Now we'll see what his offense can do.
Delay of game, offense.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. They go play action. Mayfield. Caught left side. It's Beckham. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down.
A 5-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 10.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. The linebacker, Bobby Wagner, able to get back in coverage and knock it free. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Mayfield with it once more. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. They'll give it to Chubb, and he is. And the Browns add on to their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here comes the Seahawks offensive unit. They'll have it first to begin the 3rd. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it now because you're exactly right.
You like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. The ball comes out, and I think the Browns got it. They did. And some room to work.
Wilson's pass complete. fumble on the play.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last two, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Browns take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now, no question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. They were a little too excited to get the football, touched it before it went 10 yards.
And that's so difficult, isn't it? Because sometimes you can just take a bad hop and veer into your lane or into your body. In this case, though, they touched it before 10. Illegal touching is the call.
And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half. And that trend is continuing here.
From midfield now, here's Wilson. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. Myles Garrett in there to get him yet again. That is his 3rd sack tonight. They can't figure him out. Wilson and the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. And he's going to go down again. Myles Garrett, make that now 4 sacks for him in tonight's ball game.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Well, they were 2 for 3 on 4th down tries. Now they're unsuccessful. That brings them down to 50%. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Jaron Reed muscles his way in for the sack. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
3rd and long for Mayfield. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that will be incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off.
And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Jordan Brooks. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And this is picked up by the Browns. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for a Browns TD. We know this defense has some playmakers. We saw it right there. Well, really, we've seen it the whole game.
Isn't it nice to see that on the opposite side of the ball? Respect, my man, respect. The defensive guys are outscoring their opposing offense.
Yeah, they're outscoring him indeed with that score alone.
Cody Parkey set to kick off.
Oh, and did the Browns get it? I think so, yes. Well, there you go. Just your everyday leading big, and you onside kick it with a lead. They got it. I mean, it worked, but interesting call.
I think because they have such a margin, they feel a little bit bolder about what they're doing. And it's not only just to try and increase their lead, but that's their way of saying we're in full control of this game.
And Mayfield again with the interception, his 3rd. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. Then he will take it across midfield and down to the 45.
Mayfield.
He went on the move there and started rolling out. I thought there was a window, but that window closed quickly, intercepted.
And sometimes, despite how big your arm talent is, you don't get enough on a throw when you're on the move as opposed to setting your feet and stepping into one. That may have been the case there.
Oh, now he's stripped. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
All these years we've been watching the game, I start to get the sense that whenever it rains out, those guys who have to touch the ball and carry it, they're extremely resentful about that weather.
Yeah, I'm just happy I'm not resentful that we have a roof over our heads. I know that much.
Yeah, maybe we won't fumble our play sheets here as we just saw the fumble happen on the field.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Mayfield to throw it. Eluding the pressure right. And his throw is incomplete. He was looking to get it to Jarvis Landry that time. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
It's 3rd down.
And Mayfield, they'll buy some time right. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. A run for Nick Chubb. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Mayfield looks to throw. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And this offense continues to pour it on. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately,
now Mayfield lost the football, and the Seahawks have picked it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
It's funny to me because we actually keep a football in the booth with us during games. And I notice you cradling the football. You got it tucked pretty tight with the points of pressure here. And that didn't occur on that play, did it?
No, you saying I wouldn't have fumbled if I was down there?
You would not have fumbled. You got that thing locked in tight.
I also have really large biceps. Fields this way up at the 17. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, and pushed it past the 50-yard line so they felt they were in striking distance. And to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. Forced out to his left. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
So many times we talk about having good eye discipline when you're playing defense, making sure your eyes are in the proper place on a given play. Looks like that discipline came to the front there, didn't it? They were able to hold him for a short gain when he took off running.
To throw again on 2nd down. Wilson. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. B.J. Goodson. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6.
What's tight? Tight end's right. What's tight? Tight end's right. Four down. Check. 93's the mic. 93's the mic. Yeah, let's get a sack lunch.
3rd and long. It's Wilson going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off around the 41. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line.
They'll take over first.
Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Following the interception, Mayfield. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, it's a video game, man.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Now Parkey for the extra point. And he missed it again. The 4th time now in this game alone, and that has to be great cause for concern over on that sideline.
Cody Parkey set to kick off.
And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down.
Offense.
That's not good enough, man.
So they hit the ball before it went 10 yards. I know that's tough, but you got to stay disciplined.
It is difficult because you're so eager to go get the football. It's that type of a play, but you're exactly right. Have to have the discipline to let it go 10 first.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. He'll run it. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's 2nd down.
He certainly had plenty of success running the ball, and right now I'm getting the sense that he's looking to take off and run every time he steps back to throw it.
But they did a nice job there, collapsed. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off near the 44. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
No good on the fake.
I have to admit, I'm scratching my head a little bit here trying to make sense of what I just saw. Number one, huge lead. Just kick the extra point and be done with it. Number two, if you are going to go for 2, just line up and go for it from the 2-yard line. Why make it so difficult? That's a long way to go to try and pick up some points.
Cody Parkey set to kick off.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This is DJ Reed returning. And he's going to be out of bounds here as the run back will leave him shy of the 20-yard line.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10. At their
Seattle again getting ready to take over. Offensively, and following the pick 6, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is,
And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack.
Russell Wilson sack.
Larry Ogunjobi in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle.
You have to get tired of seeing me.
Another try after the 1st down sack. Wilson. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. B.J. Goodson able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this one. I think the part of their plan was to hit them over the top of the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
Now here's Michael Dixon, as his first punt will come from inside his own end. And from their own end zone, it's a fake. Oh, and this turns into a mess as it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Kevin Johnson.
Touchdown.
And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it into the end zone. And you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out. And I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
65.
The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And that will extend this big lead. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Seahawks again now ready to take over on offense. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
Automatic first down.
Now Wilson on first down. He's going to let it fly. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the